Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88 and we are back playing Fallout Shelter. We are on day 4. Now, let's collect a whole bunch of stuff. Now, I conveniently made it so that I would be able to get a lunchbox by completing that. Now, great thing is if we can raise the perception of 2 dwellers, which we definitely will be. Also, we can raise their strength. You'll notice right now that we have the cafeteria. We have a couple people that are out. We also have a couple people out in the wasteland. There's another objective for once they've been out for 9 hours. So we're going to actually wait 3 minutes for that. But while we're doing that, I'll show you guys a little bit of what I've done. I've made sure to add another cafeteria. I have upgraded it fully, so it's giving us as much as we possibly can from that. Try and activate this a little bit, give us a little bit more. Failed again, man. Been getting really unlucky with the fails. But you'll notice right here that we need to collect 6 weapons, which we will easily be able to do. You can have a dweller exploring. You'll also notice that these items at the top basically are stats. We're struggling a little bit with them, but again, I'm using the strength, agility, and perception to really boost up my guys. So you'll notice that there's 6 people that aren't really doing anything right now. So that's one of the reasons why some of my stats aren't great, but I'm still at almost 90%. So we're doing very, very well. If you go over to, once we get done with fixing this, I'll go into the build and I'll show you kind of what areas we have next. So you'll notice that I did build the weight room for strength, the athletics rooms for agility, and the armory for perception. Classroom is next. We gotta just do 2 more dwellers. However, we're gonna probably wait for day 5 for that, to be honest, because you never want to grow too much. You really want to get stabilized. And at this point, you'll notice that I'm also not bringing anyone out from the wasteland. Most of the reason for this is because I really want to, again, stabilize your current vault before you really do anything. That's very, very key. So hope we get this done. Failed again. Bummer. Alright, so Rad Roaches. Let's see. Does he have a gun? Yeah, he does. So let's bring him down. You don't have a gun. You do. So again, if you ever fail, just bring some people down. We also have plenty of med packs. Something I'll note about the Wastelanders, the people that I sent out to the waste, I gave them 10 med packs and 9 radiation. From what it looks like for me, especially at the lower levels, is every hour that they're out, they need a med pack. Radiation is not as important, but all of these people were given 10 med packs when I left them, and you know, some of them, like he, I think has higher endurance than some of the other ones, so it all kind of depends on endurance. He has a whole lot of luck, which is why he's got a whole bunch of caps and a lot more guns than the other guys. But that's just something to kind of notice, is that you definitely want to be able to send out people with as much endurance as possible. You also want to send them out with a bunch of med kits. Alright, now if this fails again, oh my gosh, that is incredible. The percentage of that failing is really high, to be honest with you. Okay, but anyways, so we have a dweller exploring for 9 hours. We have, because of that, we're going to recall him. And I'm actually going to be opening up this lunchbox for you guys. And let's see what we can actually get here. So caps, stim packs, not important, not important. Intelligence is really high. His agility is really high. Endurance is low. So he'll definitely be a worker. So, hey, I mean, you know, strength isn't high, endurance isn't high, but we'll take it. We'll take a worker that's going to be super high in intelligence and agility. If we go to him, because his agility is so high, we're probably actually going to put him down here. Wait for these guys to go. Put him down here. Don't need to train him up too much because he's not someone that we would send out into the wasteland. I'll give him the weak weapon just to help this guy out. So that's gonna end up doing them, and just returning to vault in almost 5 hours. He's out for 9, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to recall him as well. And we're going to recall him. So when we come back, we're going to do the same thing that happened in day 3, where we're going to have 3 of them out here, and we're going to have to sort through all of their gear. All their gear costs about 10 caps, which isn't that important for us. We're more curious about what the money that they bring in. But for the rest of this day, you're going to really want to establish normalcy. So we're going to put them back. We're going to put some people into some rooms. We're going to build up as much of our stats and resources as possible. And then we'll send some more people out. But at this point, we're not going to be going to the classroom. We're going to really kind of wait for the classroom for day 5. So hope you guys are enjoying this. Hope you guys are following along at least a little bit, and you guys are making it to day 4 very, very successfully. I'll see you guys in a little bit. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back playing Fallout Shelter. We are on day 4. It's been 12 hours since I recorded. We're going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing one in the morning before work, one after work, kind of show you guys where the progress has been going, kind of what I've been doing in the downtime, because there are times where I hop on to do a little bit of grinding, a little bit of getting resources. So day 3, we got an A-, pretty darn good. So the first couple days, man, we are doing very, very well. Our objectives right now, we need to collect 6 weapons, raise the perception of 2 dwellers, and have a explorer for more than 9 hours. We should be able to get all of those. So let's go right here. Raise people's agility. Again, our resources are going to be struggling a little bit because we took some people out to basically level their stats up. So these guys are going to be strength. We're going to try and get their strength high enough to where we can put them into the appropriate regions. So here's raising the perception of 2 dwellers. Let's do both of that. Our next one is to kill 17 creatures in the wasteland. We should easily be able to do that one as well. Now you'll notice that these guys grabbed a whole bunch of stuff. So let's collect all of these and let's let him in. And now that we've let him in, we can go into our inventory and see what we really want to sell. So we can sell this, and we can even sell that. So no reason to keep too much extra stuff. Outfits are going to be kind of the same way. Anyone where there's only 1 stat on them, unless it's like perception, there's no real reason to keep it. So leather armor, strength, and endurance. That's actually not bad, especially for wasteland. So we can keep that one for now. Perception, we'll sell it. Always want clergy for when we want to make some babies. And then let's let Barton in. Now see, this guy has a bunch of luck, and I'll show you guys that after we collect it. Once he gets in there, I'll kind of show you guys. His luck is incredible. His luck is basically at an 8, so he gets a lot of caps for us, which is very, very helpful. Again, we can sell this. You'll notice we can get rid of enhanced BB gun and enhanced scope. We can get rid of that. And we'll get rid of these 2, actually. We're actually not going to keep anything under 5. And if we see any of our characters with it, we're basically just going to replace it. So we're going to collect these as well. Look at what our next objective is, which is to collect 210 power, which we should be able to do actually fairly quickly. So something that we're going to do here is whenever we collect someone back from the wasteland, we're going to sell some of our items. Once we start getting enough of these items, we're actually going to be going even up from a level 5 or a 5 to use something even higher. So this initiate robe, we have 2 of them. Don't really need this actually. Military fatigues, not bad, but we've actually got stuff better. Formal wear for luck, don't really need it. Just because there's better stuff out there. Leather, we're not even going to need it. If anything, we'd use the radiation suit for the perception. Combat armor, we can get rid of 1, just so that we can get more stuff. Now, again, day 4 for me, and for you guys as well, you shouldn't really be looking into growing your community that much. You should have basically have been able to build an armory, an athletics room, and a weight room. With those, focus on upgrading some of your dweller stats. Again, higher their stats, higher when they reproduce, higher stats that the babies are going to go. So this is basically building on the foundation of your shelter, getting everyone on the same page, making sure that you build everyone up. It's going to be very important for you. Now, you'll notice right now that we actually have quite a bit of caps. We don't have enough in order to upgrade the clinic and the science station. That's actually something that I'm going to be going towards next. So before I even build anything more, I'm going to be upgrading those areas. So we can actually try and rush these because they're at less than 30%. And it basically gives us some caps. So you will be getting this more often, though. The more days you have, you're going to have stuff like this. The place that you're going to have issues with is on some of the rooms that you don't have anyone in. When they go, you're just going to have to just make sure you stay very aware of that. And something you can do now that you've gotten people up, is you can make sure that individuals that were in the wasteland, and he's at 100%. He is at 100%. Therefore, I'm tempted to just throw him back in the wasteland. We're actually going to throw him back into the wasteland. Let's see if I can grab him. Okay. He's apparently on a mission, so we're going to... Oh, you can't send anyone out in the wasteland until the fires are all done. So now that the fires are all done, we can send him out. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to be sending him out for 12 hours. So because I'm going to be sending him out for 12 hours, I'm going to give him a lot of med packs. Now, because I'm giving him a lot of med packs, once these guys come available, which I'm hoping is going to be soon. Yep, good success there. Hopefully a success here as well. Perfect. So right then and there, we now have a lot more stim packs. So we can actually send someone else out. I don't know if we're going to do that just yet. It all depends on their percentage. You can search by job. So let's check Francis, who looks like she is... Let's get her agility up. And let's get her perception. Yep. And then you can go... He can go here. Yeah, he can go here. And this individual, you know, we're just going to let him go to where he wants. Now, what you can do is you can actually upgrade these so you can increase their training speed. Really, at this point, we're just going to be looking for kind of building people up. If you have special areas, you can always just throw them in there. So let's get this because we're still looking for power. Coffee breaks to Justin Richards. Let's give radiation. Let's heal him up. He's got the Brotherhood of Steel Armor, which means he is where? Am I blind? Where are you? Oh yeah, I am blind. Okay, so he could actually do with some strength training. But he's at 100%. If you're at 100% and our resources are actually doing okay, we're actually going to be sending him out into the wasteland. Except, let's see if there's any better weapons. So, no more real better weapons for him. Send him out. Again, 15. 15. Because, again, we want him to be out there for a long period of time. So due to the long period of time, we want him out as much as possible. So again, we're going to try and see if we can establish it to where we can withstand this. Now, if you can't withstand it, we might need to be grabbing some more people. This guy, however, we need to move him up to here. Also, we're going to wait for him to go out because we do want 15 resources for the med pack and stim pack. So we're definitely going to be waiting on those. See, we've already killed some creatures in the wasteland. And activate this. Perfect. We're going to try and rush as much as possible just because I want to get that done. Failed, of course. Rad Roach. So with the Rad Roach, we're going to be moving this here. We're going to be giving her a weapon. And there should be one more guy with a weapon, yeah. So, boom. Took him out. Easy peasy. Med pack these guys up. Rush it. One more time. If it doesn't work, we'll be patient. Yep. That just means we're going to be patient. So room on fire. Whenever rooms are on fire, just borrow someone else. We're going to be looking for power. We need to have a explorer or have a dweller exploring the wasteland for 9 hours. I don't know why that didn't work when I had sent them out, but I had just sent these guys out, and I may have gotten the objective afterwards. So that may be a good point. I actually haven't come across that yet. But with these objectives, you actually can't just have a guy already be out there. So again, I'm sending him out there for 12 hours, so I'll be able to get that on day 5. So once we get rid of this, everyone's going to get their little level up, go back to where they were. And we are going to pick up the power. So at this point, guys, if you guys have any questions for me, any tips, any strategies, you have anything, feel free to mention it. Let me know what your guys' strategies are, what you guys are doing. It should help other people. This strategy that I've been using, kind of like 1 day of build, 1 day of stabilization, 1 day of build, has been really, really effective for me. It makes it so that all of my people aren't overexerting themselves. Always send people out in the wasteland that have high endurance. I didn't heal his radiation, but that's okay. I don't mind too much. I gave him 15 of each. He should be perfectly fine with that. And over the time, again, don't send anyone else out until you have at least 50, unless you have 1 med pack for every hour you intend for them to get out or to stay out into the wasteland. So I got to collect 12 weapons. As you've seen, I send the guys out for 12 hours. I will definitely have that by the time we get back. So I will see you guys in the next day. I hope you guys have been enjoying this as much as I have been creating it. I'll see you guys next time on day 5 of Vault 88. This has been Pitching Ace 88.